Adam, are you finished at the clinic?
No.
Good. Right now I want to know who that corpse is. Head over to the police station, get his neural hub. And Adam, if you can't talk your way in, consider making a strategic retreat. There's gotta be another entrance on the side of the building.
Access granted.
Hello there. Well, you must be Adam Jensen.
A keen observation.
Mrs. Reed told me you might pay me a visit. And don't take this the wrong way, but you're kind of hard to miss.
I'll try to take that as a compliment. She told me you might have information regarding Megan Reed's case and the attack on Seraph headquarters.
Oh boy, what a mess. Total pissing match. We had the feds on our ass, orders from 3 different departments, and pressure from so many lobbyists it felt like being the scrawny new kid in a prison shower.
It is a very high-profile case. Mrs. Reed said you thought some procedures were overlooked.
You got that right. I mean, you know how it is. Mrs. Reed told me you used to be a cop. There's always cases where you see the lazy officers taking shortcuts. But this was different.
Different how?
Too much stuff got overlooked. People seemed way too eager to jump to conclusions, and every time I was remotely insistent, I got turned down by ranking officers. People wanted to bury this thing fast. That's never a good sign.
Surely you have something more substantial than this.
Yeah, well, that's where you come in. I got a couple of leads I could never fully investigate. I started poking around, but these government-type agents just gave me the creeps. I got scared. Months away from retirement, I didn't want to fuck things up. But you obviously have the means to get to the bottom of this.
So what have you got?
First off, there's a rumor that the order to close the investigation came from higher up, maybe even outside the local department. Anything like that would have passed through Captain Penn. There might be traces of this left on his office computer.
Guess I'll have to pay a visit to the local precinct.
Yeah, well, while you're there, there was an officer assigned to the case, Chet Wagner. He's not what you call a choir boy. And when he suddenly got brought on the case, I got suspicious. Somebody wanted him there. And I'm pretty sure he tampered with some of the evidence. You should talk to him. Find out what he knows.
Okay, I'll have a little chat with Officer Wagner.
You'll most likely find him in the lobby. He got retrograded for misconduct, and he takes depositions now. He won't budge easily, but I'm pretty sure you can find some dirt on him on his desktop. His office is on the 3rd floor. You might find something there to help loosen up his tongue.
Anything else worth looking into?
Yeah, when the order came down to close the case, the bulk of the evidence was stashed in a storage locker. Maybe you can find some interesting stuff in there. It's on the alley right next to the station. The code is 4891. But I know an outside agency had access to that locker, so be careful.
Thanks for the heads up.
Bah, it's nothing. And, please, don't bother coming back here with details. Don't get me wrong, I'm glad to help. But the less I know about this case, the better I'll feel.
How did you get assigned to this case?
I didn't push for it, if that's what you mean. To be honest, I didn't want to get involved.
Why not?
I was an honest cop, Jensen. I always tried to conduct myself in accordance with the law, with procedures, and what I believed was right. Not really the standard MO for a case like this.
You said an outside agency may have tampered with a storage locker. What did you mean by that?
Well, I've heard that government agents may have locked up some of the more sensitive evidence in a safe inside the locker.
Come on, Chase. What are you not telling me?
Damn it! Okay, listen. I snooped around that locker before and found the safe code. But I kinda got caught by one of those guys. He knows I know, Jensen. If I give you the code, they'll know I talked. Call me negative, but I can't think of a nice outcome to that.
Come on, Chase. You're the good guy, the honest cop. In a police flick, you'd be the straight arrow. You know deep down you want to do what's right. That safe code could mean a lot.
Don't paint me as a hero, Jensen. I'm a regular guy. But you're right, though. I always try to do the right thing. The code is 7196. But do me a favor. Can you at least try to hack the damn thing before punching in the code? If I'm lucky, it'll be enough to throw them off. You have to help Mrs. Reed find out more about her daughter.
Why retire from the force only to become a security guard? I mean, it looks like you still love the work.
I love the idea of being a cop. Ever since I was a kid, I wanted to join the force. But I just got fed up. It's not like I had imagined it. It's a job. Some people are good at it, while others just don't care. And it shows. This case, the Seraph case, it was just the last drop in a cup already full.
That's all I need for now.
Well, shit, if it ain't the captain himself. Mr. Seraph done fixed you up good, ain't he? Give you a new set of glasses and everything. Damn.
How you doing, Letitia?
Didn't think I'd see you walking this boulevard anytime soon, that's for sure. Not after what happened 6 months ago. People said you's down for the count.
People tend to underestimate me.
You and me both, Captain. You and me both. You got any credits you could spare?
I wish I could offer you a drink, Tish. But I know you only like Hop Devil.
Oh, that's all right, Captain. It's the thought that counts.
How about you give me some information, and then we'll see.
Oh, damn, Captain. You ain't no cop no more. Why you gotta insist on using them rules?
Because it's my money this time, not the department's. You want it, you better give me something that's worth it.
Yeah, I guess. So what you wanna know?
I might need to do a little trespassing soon. Maybe get inside some places where I'd rather not be seen going in?
You being kind of vague, Captain, but maybe it's best I don't know the specifics.
You got that right.
What I do know, though, is that most people tend to look down, not up. And even when looking down, they don't necessarily think about what's under their feet. If a person ain't too squeamish about getting dirty, they might be able to get inside one of the more sensitive areas in the city. Especially if they arm themselves ahead of time with the right information. Now, I's not advising you do this. You's being an AUG and all. But if this trespassing you's needing to do happens to be inside D-Row, street gang territory, then you's definitely don't want to be seen going in.
Because the ballers would sooner rip me apart than ask questions.
Exactly. You being an AUG now and all. But some of them old buildings over there are real crumbly up near the top. Fire escape's still okay though. So maybe you find a hole, get you inside if you goes up.
Keeping my fingers crossed the whole time that the building doesn't fall apart on my way down.
Oh, they stronger than you think. But it's true. You might want to invest in some of Mr. Serap's falling down augmentation before you goes in. Cause I'm pretty sure them elevators don't work. I was just guessing here, Captain. But since you ain't a policeman no more, maybe it's a bit hard to get you inside that police station some days. Especially when things are being classified. There is a door I know about, though. Connects to the sewers. Only thing is, it's usually locked.
Hate to tell you this, Tish, but that information isn't worth the admission price you're charging.
That's cause I ain't giving you the code yet. Jeez, Captain, have some patience. $25.99. $25.99. Interesting thing about the sewers in the city, Captain. Some of them pass right under the police station, but that don't stop some people from hiding things down there.
What kind of things?
I was not sure, but a bunch of them walls been patched over pretty quick. Man like you might be able to find out why. Especially if he's fixed up with some of the magic eyes that sees through stuff. Mr. Seraph has to make eyes like that, don't you think?
You've always had a good feel for this city, Tish. What's the mood on the street these days?
Oh, things ain't looking good, Captain. People losing their jobs, their homes, locking everything they's own into those garage door storage units round town, hoping nobody breaks in and steals stuff. Mr. Seraph gonna save us? He better do it soon.
Or what?
Not sure. Just feels like this whole city's waiting to explode, especially in the alleys behind the gas station. Most of the time, you's fine walking there, long as you don't cause no trouble. But you do something wrong, well, cops and punks both trigger happy these days.
It's been a while since I walked the beat. Where would a less than exemplary citizen go these days if he needed to acquire some unlicensed firepower?
Well now, I hear there might be a gun seller or two around town. But an adventuring man, especially one fixed with some of that fancy techno-limbs Mr. Seraph makes, he might be able to acquire a few more if he's willing to go the extra mile.
You're almost busting the bank, Tish. This better be worth it.
Well now, what I suggesting here ain't exactly legal. And you being an ex-cop and all, I hope you won't take this the wrong way, but everybody knows the best weapons in town are locked up inside the police station.
Yes, and that would be very helpful if I were still a cop. But I'm not. So I don't have the computer codes needed to open the armory's door.
Yes, but Tish here does. I overheard two rookies discussing it while I was warming myself by the trash can fire in back of the station. They was bad-mouthing that new boy, Officer Nicefield, for choosing patriotism as a password. Said it was no wonder he was being fast-tracked, whatever that means.
I think I've got all the information I need right now, Tish. Maybe next time.
I be's right here waiting for you, Captain.
Hey, pal. I can see you've had some work done, and I'm wondering, what do you think about this augmentation debate? Looks to me like a typical power grab.
What's all the fuss about this augmentation technology? It's my business what I do with my body, no one else's.
If you see any sign of Purity First agitators on the streets, please report it. We don't want any more trouble.
Have you seen the neuro enhancements they're coming up with these days? How far are they gonna go? It's only a matter of time before we're using our own wings to fly.
Damn Purity First. The arrogance. Who the hell are they to decide what I do with my body?
Man, this town is dead. I should have just moved to Philadelphia. They keep saying the nightlife will get better, but how many times have we heard that before?
Every one of them should be thrown in jail.
You're a very lucky man to be able to afford all those augmentations. And the neuropathy. According to Eliza, Life is making billions on that stuff. It helps to have a captive consumer base, I suppose.
I'll bet you never have trouble finding a seat on the bus, do you?
I love Detroit. There's no place like it.
Hey, no offense, man. Just enjoying the sights.
I moved here from the country just recently.
You watched the hockey game last night? Wings against the Habs? What a massacre. If our guys play like that for the rest of the season, we can kiss the playoffs goodbye.
Damn it. My Wi-Fi's out, and I need to check the sports scores right away. Wish I could afford one of those cranial jobs. I can't even cover this month's rent, unless Baltimore covers the spread. That would be a major fallout.
I bet you weren't at the limb demonstration today, were you? A bunch of Humanity Front members protested people's right to enhance their minds and bodies. Then the news broke about the hostage situation at Sarif Industries, and the whole thing kind of got sidetracked.
I don't mean to judge, but I think that people who choose to augment themselves are rejecting their own humanity. They don't understand that it's our limitations that make us human.
Is there a problem, sir?
Oh man, Eliza is so hot.
You're crazy. Niashia Akeem is way prettier.
But Eliza has intelligence, and I love how she dresses. So cool.
Intelligence? She just says what Picus tells her to, and Picus only reports what the government allows them to. Eliza is just a puppet.
Well, she's one hot puppet.
You're so dumb.
Did you hear about the hostage situation at Sarif Industries? Those poor people. What took the cops so long to get in there? Do you think they were negotiating with those screwball purists?
Nice jacket. Is that a high man? In leather? I wish my boyfriend had some of your class.
What's up, dude? You lost or something? If you waiting for the tram, you shit out of luck. It don't stop at this station once the sun goes down.
I love Detroit. There's no place like it.
Oh, please. You can't actually believe that Purity First are freedom fighters.
Not yet. But just wait until the machine men take over.
You watch too many movies.
Seriously, dude. Bill Taggart and Purity First are the only ones who've got the guts to defend us against those Ogs.
Interesting that you include those two in the same sentence.
You listen to too much left-wing radio. What are you looking at, pal? Scanning me with those metal eyes of yours?
Don't mind my friend. He's just paranoid.
That's right. You think I wouldn't notice with those shades you wear? But I can spot an Og a mile away.
You look like a nice enough dude.
You're a very lucky man to be able to afford all those augmentations. What's all the fuss about this augmentation technology?
Hey, Jensen. Long time no see. You're not here to see Wayne Haas, are you? He's a desk sergeant on duty right now. He's still complaining about all the forces stacked against him. Yelling at people, making excuses. Worse since he got kicked off of SWAT because of the pill problem. He, blames you for it all, you know? He's still complaining about all the
All the media speculation surrounding that hostage situation is...
Yeah, hang on just a sec. Shit. Jensen?
Haas, surprised to see you here.
Yeah, well, I guess you're better at looking out for yourself than I am.
I don't have time for your self-pity. I need to get into the morgue.
That's it? No, forget it. I don't know what's going on with that body down there, but my orders come from the brass. No one gets in. First thing you say to me after almost 2 years is you want something?
Should I have given you an order? You've always been very good at following those.
God damn. Where do you get off being so self-righteous? You think I like this? Look at me. From SWAT team commander to a crummy desk sergeant in the 2-bit precinct. I don't need this from you. I get enough of it at home. So either come up with something better than your usual attitude, or you can just forget it, because you came to me.
Okay, look, you're angry, and you've got a right to be. I'm putting you in a bad position, but I have to get inside that morgue. I won't let it get back to you.
I'm always in a bad position. I don't see how I can possibly do this. There's so much heat right now, I'm telling you. The moment I open that door, I'm finished. I just got my life back together. This job is all I have. Don't make me do this.
And you're right, it's not my risk to take. So I'm not going to force you to do anything, and I won't hold it against you. And what happened 2 years ago, I know it's killing you. We should talk about it sometime.
You would do that? Look, I am so tired of having that incident wrapped around my throat. Yeah, I killed a kid. He was augmented. He was a threat. That's what you do. We had civilians to protect. I don't need people always second-guessing me on that.
We all make mistakes, Wayne. Nobody blames you for it. You have to believe that and forgive yourself, or you'll never put it behind you.
I'm not ready. What could I have done different? I ask myself that every day. And then I remember what it was really about all along. You got the order. You refused it, and it got shoved onto me. I did the only thing I could do. You understand that? I just wish it could finally be over so I could live my life.
It's in the past now, Wayne. We can put it behind us.
Really? God, that's good to know. It's like... Wow. I can't believe the relief. Tell you what, go on in. The guys won't bother you. And Adam, thanks.
One cannot help but wonder if millionaire Hugh Darrow, the man whose innovations first...
I'd stay off the streets near D Row if I were you, mister. The DRBs keep an eye on everyone.
So far, Mr. Darrow has
Walking
refused our
above
repeated
ground.
requests for an interview.
Heard a few augmented city workers doing maintenance on the sewers got into their territory? Man, it was a bloodbath. Even the police won't go near D Row.
Yeah? What do you want?
Information.
Then go bother the receptionist, Chrome Boy, instead of wasting my goddamn time.
Not that kind of information. I want to know about the Seraph Industries case.
Ha ha! And I want a blowjob in a vintage 05 Bard GT, so I guess we both keep on dreaming. Huh, metalhead?
I know you handled critical evidence linked to the case, and I want to know about it.
First off, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. And second, even if I did, what makes you think I give a shit about what you want? Now, I strongly suggest you take your high-tech, toaster-looking ass out of my way before I handle you.
Jensen, right? I've heard about you. Yeah, you were a good cop by most accounts. But you're lucky you got out. Look at the force now. Our badges mean nothing. We've got no authority.
Are you supposed to be here, sir? I thought the station had been locked down. I suggest you conclude your business and get out.
Access granted. Access granted.
Several violent skirmishes. This is Eliza Cassan, reporting to you live from
Jensen, what the hell are you doing here? Station's supposed to be off limits to all non-essentials. You don't even fucking work here anymore.
Access granted. Access granted.
That was strange. Back away, pal! This has nothing to do with you! I know you're still here!
Darrow, the man whose innovations first
answers, kid. We're talking about some serious fucking crimes.
Crimes? What are you talking about, man? My brother's missing and you want to charge him? Typical.
All right, let's try this again. From the top. When was the last time you saw Lucky, and who was he with?
I told you. It was like a week ago. We was hanging with some old friends.
Old friends. Right. Listen, we know you both used to run with the Motor City Bangers. We know Jason is still in deep, and we know he's into something big.
Yo, you got all the answers. Why you bothering me?
Okay, smart mouth. How does AUG trafficking grab you, huh? Does that ring a bell? Maybe the DRBs are having a chat with your brother right now. What's the matter? Now you've got nothing to say? I've got all day, kid.
I recognize you. Seraph Industries Security, Jesus. You're making more of a difference working there than we are here. You'd think I'd be used to the red tape by now. We can't do any good here with our hands tied. I won't even mention the various agendas. I don't suppose Seraph is hiring.
What the hell are you doing in here? This is an interrogation room.
Which one are you? Good cop or bad cop? I ain't gonna talk to you neither.
A little advice? Avoid derelict row.
Jensen, right? I've heard about you. Yeah, you were a good cop by most accounts. But you're lucky you got out.
Hate to admit it, but we've lost it to the gangs.
Access granted. Access granted.
For an indeterminate amount of time, Billy! Get comfy, kids.
It's this movie from the 1980s about this cop. He gets all shut up, he gets rebuilt as a cyborg.
Is that with Van Damme?
No, that's something else. I'm surprised you never heard of it. Takes place in the future Detroit.
I guess I'm just not into sci-fi.
Look at this guy. I think we were just talking about you, pal. Did we just go into a time warp or something?
Nice digs. You ever heard of this 80s movie? Anyone ever tell you got that movie star look about you?
Huh. Nothing here. Jensen, what the hell are you doing here? The station's supposed to be off limits.
This time, patients... situation at Seraph Industries resolved.
Are you deaf or just plain stupid? I told you to get the hell out of my way.
Strong words. You're a real poet. Tell me, is that how you plan to handle the judge when they prosecute you for perjury, possession, and intent to distribute?
What the hell are you babbling about, Chrome Boy?
Funny story. There's this guy, Blaine Lopez. Deals dope near City Airport. A real scumbag. You know him? Because I have a nice little chat record between him and you. So you want to go to jail? Or you want to tell me what I want to know?
How the hell do you... Shit, man. Now listen, I just did what was asked of me. I didn't have a choice.
Talk.
Okay, look. I just came in one morning and there was an email with my new assignment in it. Official business. But there were also specific instructions. I had to check out the lab for footage from an IntelliCam. They told me to take it and leave it near a garbage can somewhere near the lake.
What was on it?
Well, it's not crystal clear, but mainly it shows the boys who attacked Seraph as they were breaching the labs. And it looked like they were bringing something in with them. Impossible to tell what.
Who asked you to do this?
You think I know? Orders are orders around here. They always come from above. And nobody asks questions. You just do what they say, and you hope you don't end up like Secretary Haas over there.
Situation in Detroit has just...
Well, she knows what's what, that's why.
Anti-augmentation organization, Q Nation demonstration.
So you're saying your neighbor knows something about those disappearances?
Yeah, one of the boys who went missing lived in my building. He used to argue a lot with my neighbor Casey.
What did they argue about?
The boy used to listen to that conspiracy DJ, Lazarus. He used to blast that trash out of his window so the whole city could hear. Casey was always yelling at him to turn it down.
And what about that makes you think Casey is involved in his disappearance?
Well, One day, I heard the boy yelling something about Casey being a government spy, and that he and the CIA were working on a plan to take over the world. The next day, the boy was gone.
Interesting. It's a busy day. Wait your turn.
Excuse me, but I am telling this officer something very important. You're not one of those Mason guys, too, are you?
A couple of witnesses told me they saw you throwing Molotov cocktails at the Limb Clinic building.
Nah, man. That wasn't me. I don't even know what that protest was even about.
That's right. Because when we searched your wallet, we found a Humanity Front business card.
So what? Shit.
Listen, we got tons of punks like you pretending they're idealists while smashing windows and living. And someone's gonna pay for it.
Y'all didn't see me do nothing, so you can't charge me. You know my rights. You my lawyer? You don't look like a lawyer.
Wait your damn turn!
You look like an ad exec.
Hear about that shipment we just got in? From Connaught Technologies?
Connaught. Oh, man, you're kidding me. They're finally gonna arm us with the PEPs?
That's right, my friend. The Pulsed Energy Projection System. Single shot, non-lethal. Firing a concussive blast so strong it'll knock down an elephant. Those gangers won't even know what hit them.
About time. CPD's been using those for a year already. And we got worse problems than them. You a delivery guy or something?
You're loaded with gear, man.
So what do you want then, tough guy?
What make are those cyber arms? Are you supposed to be here, sir? I thought the station had been locked down.
About time. You the home sec guy I was ordered to wait for? Tell Manderley I didn't get the memo until I was halfway through the autopsy. By then, it was too late to close him up again.
Right. So you recovered the neural hub?
Tricky bit of work that was. A few inches lower and the bullet would have fried more than just the pedal connectors. As it is, I can't guarantee you'll get anything useful out of it, other than the fact that it's been modified.
Modified? With what?
Some kind of wet drive. But hey, I didn't look. Ultraviolet means ultraviolet, and I know how touchy you guys get when it comes to matters of national security. He's all yours. The hub's been detached, but I left it in the skull as ordered. Now, if you'll excuse me, I got paperwork to fix.
Boss, I got the neural hub. Looks like it's been modified with some kind of wet drive. Pritchard should have a look at it.
No, don't bring it here. Frank's not finished running his diagnostic, and I don't want to risk connecting any tech to our networks till he's done.
Especially if the tech is military. So what do you want me to do?
Take the hub to your apartment. I'll have Frank contact you there.
Sorry, baby. Can't do it through the bars. You're a horny little guy, aren't you?
Hey, baby. You spring me out of here, and I'll take real good care of you. Oh, don't you worry. The cops already had their go. They won't be jealous.
This ain't no zoo, you jerk. Besides, if it was, you'd be the freak everyone would come to see. Come see the Robo Boy. Half man, half machine. Step right up. Goddamn Hanser.
Hey, man. You can't just barge in here. Can I help you, buddy?
One cannot help but wonder if millionaire Hugh Darrow, technology to the forefront, will also.
Jensen, I have a message for you from one of your former colleagues, a Detective Alexander.
Jenny? What did she want?
She said she could use some help if you can make your way over to Grand River Road. And might I just add, as wonderful as it is to have you back at the office, I am not your personal dating service.
I never let T-Boss be booking me with no cogs. I find him nasty.
I think they're kind of cool. Yeah, to me, it's a welcome change to the dirty old men I usually get stuck with. All the ones hopped up on Z. Yeah, at least that no-pose drug the Augs take don't make them all uppity and shit. Hey, big boy.
Lovers, huh? To each their own, I guess. Nah, I don't do no tricks with no Augs, yo.
Hey, sweetie, damn you cute. You want to have some fun tonight, sexy? Because I haven't had a cutie like you in a long time.
Talk to these two. They might be able to help you out.
Hey, sweetie, damn you cute.
Right. Next time, sugar.
If you ask me, these riots are David Seraf's fault.
Celebrity
How can you
author
say
and
that?
founder of the
He has this air of
anti-augmentation
arrogance
organization,
about him, this sense
Humanity
of
Front.
superiority. People
Speaking
don't
from the
like
tarmac at
arrogance.
Wayne County
David
Airport,
Seraf
Taggart called the attacks
single-handedly kept the city
An
afloat
extremely regrettable
A lot
affair.
of people have
I'd
jobs because
very much like
doesn't
to meet
mean he
with
has the
David
right
Seraf
to
in
look down
person,
on us.
to
In
offer
fact,
my deepest
most people
sympathies
who
and
support
assure
augmentation
him that these
technology
attacks
have that
are in
sense
no
of
way linked to
entitlement
Humanity
about them.
Front.
Like, because they
My
have
people
money and can
have
enhance
worked
themselves,
tirelessly
they
to
can
find
do
a
whatever they
peaceful
want.
solution to this
Put it in
dispute, and
perspective,
I unequivocally
People you're talking about
deplore
have
the
jobs.
methods used by these
Chances are they
hostage
have David
takers.
Seraf to
Now, that being said, I do hope the UN takes a concentrated
Before
look at
you
what happened
ask,
here tonight.
no.
Mr.
Your
Taggart
mirror
went
has
on to
not been
express his
replaced, Mr.
sincere
Jensen.
desire to stand in front of
Today
the
I've
General
had to deal
Assembly
with petty
David
vandalism,
Seraf,
unreasonable
united in their
demands
cause
from
to find a
corporate
common
clients,
ground.
and a variety of other
Should that day
pressing
ever come to
problems.
pass,
So
one cannot
facilitating
help
your
but wonder if
grooming had to be
millionaire
given a
Hugh
lower
Darrow, the man
priority.
whose innovations first propelled augmentation technology to the forefront, will
Have you found anything? Please, I've got to know what really happened to Megan.
I've investigated all of Detective Chase's leads. You were right. Something was off with Megan's case.
So, what did you find?
There were only 3 people who got out of the labs alive. Me and 2 others. One died in the hospital a few days later. The second one, a lab tech, was ready to give a detailed description of what he saw. Funny thing is, by the time the investigators got to him, he couldn't remember a thing.
You sound like you don't believe that.
I don't. Not from the reports I've read. I think someone got to him first. Someone in the government, a man named Manderley, ordered that a specially appointed medical examiner perform the autopsy. He bypassed the local ME. Simply put, that's not a good sign.
It sure doesn't sound good.
I got my hand on a test report that confirms what was bothering Chase. The attackers used excessive measures to make bodies and equipment unidentifiable.
Oh my God, Megan. What do you make of this, Adam?
I don't know exactly. I guess the idea was to leave no traces, no DNA evidence that would link back to them. But it just seems a bit too convenient. An officer assigned to the case was asked to get rid of a major piece of evidence. Footage from one of our intellicams showed fuzzy images of the attackers bringing something inside the labs.
What? What were they bringing in?
I don't know. But for someone higher up to want that evidence gone, it must have been important.
So what you're telling me is we couldn't find anything conclusive?
No, I'm sorry. But one thing's for sure. Somebody's been hard at work covering up and destroying evidence related to this case. Somebody with power, who wanted to erase anything that might have made the investigation linger. I'm sorry, Cassandra. I wish I had more tangible answers to give you. But I did stumble on something I think you should have. I found Megan's bracelet. I'm sure she'd want you to have it.
Oh, Adam, that's very kind of you. Her grandmother gave it to her. She loved that bracelet very much. Thank you. for all you did. And, do you know exactly how Megan died?
I read the reports. She didn't suffer, Cassandra. I can promise you that.
Thank you, Adam. It's not much, but it still brings me some comfort. I miss her so much.
Don't worry, Cassandra. This is not over. I don't know how or when, but I will get to the bottom of this.
I knew I was right to trust you, Adam. But please, be careful. It's strange. I thought knowing what really happened would make me feel better. But nothing will ever justify this. My daughter is gone, and I'll never get her back. I wish I could be sure she gets justice.
Trust me, she will.
My people have worked